Yeah, you get me. Find your purpose. Yeah, I truly believe everybody's a great. You get what I'm saying? Like, what do you believe? Like, obviously you make music and you've been making music for all of these years, yeah. But do you believe you've got like an even bigger purpose on this earth, bigger than music?
Yeah,
Because personally, before you answer that, personally, I believe you do.
No, I do. I know I do. I feel it.
Yeah,
But
talk to me.
to me, music is one thing of something I started from young, and then the older I got into it, it became a career.
Yeah,
Now, whether I know my purpose now or not,
yeah,
it will happen within its own time.
yeah.
But I do believe your purpose changes all the time as well. This is another thing I think we don't really talk about. Everyone sticks to one purpose. So everyone, say for example, okay, when I have a child, now I've got a new purpose.
Yeah.
When I buy a car, I have to maintain the car. That's another purpose. Do you get what I mean? So I think where everyone goes wrong is, okay, I'm a cook, I'm a chef, no pun intended, for example.
Yeah.
I'm a chef.
You're not me, but I get what you mean.
And then let me just continue doing the chef thing for
Yeah.
years and years and years.
Yeah.
Fam, I get bored easily, fam.
Wireless bud. Maybe that's why a lot of people sometimes might see me. Hold on, 1 minute chef is doing music. 1 minute he wants to start a food thing. And the next minute he's picking up a camera interviewing people. Hence why I do that, because in life I truly believe, yeah man, it's like like I just get bored, fam. I just, even though like I love making music, I love cooking and I love doing all of these other things. But after a while, for me as well, like there's a fire in thing that just goes off, and it's like I'm looking for something else to do. So it's like, yeah, I get bored, man. And it's like, as humans, also I think part of growth, innit? If you just do one thing, I reckon it's like it stagnates your growth as a person or in life in general, innit?
Imagine them teaching you 2 + 2 = 4 every year.
Can you imagine that?
And you know it's 4 on top.
You get what I mean? Or even to flip the thing on the head as well. Like even this analogy in terms of like, you see when a lot of people like try to put other artists like music, people who make music, try to put them in one genre, one box. When I was making music, I said to one person, listen, yeah, could you, it's like saying to me, like, for me, the way I look at, the way I approach making music is like, every single day I wake up, hence why I used to call my music reality music.
Yeah.
I just talk about my life. Monday, if I wake up on Monday feeling like shit, I'll make a song that reflects that. If I wake up on Tuesday feeling good, I'll make a song that reflects that. If I on a Friday, if I'm litty with my friends. So what I mean, even in terms of food, what person do you know eats the same food the whole year round?
Fam, you're gonna be sick of the food.
Do you understand? So it's like I don't understand when certain people don't understand the
No, but
thought
you know
of
what
like
it is? It's society.
it's part of nature. Like you can't do one thing.
Society's painting us like that. So
Society.
where we go wrong here, for example, it's like Chinese people, for example, they don't even eat the same thing all the time, for example. They might switch it up, for example. Absolutely. Is it when you jump into like the Caribbean, for example, that you want to say, we should keep the same thing all the time? Or, wait, fam, life don't work like that.
But after a while, you get tired of that Caribbean as well, and you want something else.
So this is why we try different things all the time. And I personally feel like with that as well, it's you get to a point where as long as you take care of your priorities, I personally feel it's okay to do different things on whatever. Just make it make sense.
Make it make
That's
sense.
the advice I would give, because advice I would give to myself, like, or going through my trials and tribulations, for example.
Yeah.
Take care of your priorities first all the time. Make sure they're taken care of. Then do whatever you want, but make it make sense. And don't be looking crazy out here as well, because people judge.
What does legacy mean to you? Do you think like having a legacy, like where after you're gone, like from this earth, yeah? Do you think legacy is important to leave?
100,000,000%. Look at Michael Jackson.
Yeah, what does legacy mean to you as Bashir? What does legacy mean to you as Bashir, aka Double?
You're funny, you know? What does legacy mean to me? Legacy is, legacy is something.
Because for me, sorry, cut you. Because for me, obviously, it's deeper, innit? It's deeper than anything like music. Because, like I said,
You know me, yeah.
you're going to say it's deeper than music. That's why I use both of your names, Bashir, aka Double. Like, yeah, what does legacy mean to you?
Like, legacy is a big thing, man. It's like, it's like, okay, obviously you know my dad, for example. So my dad to me is a big figure in my life, innit? Because he's one person where what he's done and he's achieved as a man on this earth,
Yeah.
I know a lot of men are not going to see it. Do you get what I mean? So he showed me, for example, your name means so much more when you pass away as well. The amount of people that come to his funeral, the amount of people that spoke about him in the right manner.
It speaks volumes, innit?
Yeah,
It says a lot about the
my
person.
man's not even hearing his name still rings bells, you feel me? So it's like, I look at it like, a lot of us, just being real, not in a bad way, but a lot of us I'm gonna leave. I'm honest as well.
It's true.
A lot of people are effing about.
I'm with you. That's why for me personally, sometimes like even I get to a point where I get scared. I'm like, fucking no, man.
You should never get scared.
No. Basically, I just get like basically it's like in terms of like all of us. Obviously, it's like play hard, but obviously party harder. But yeah, sometimes even for me, I just get like I get to a point. It's like, what I need, especially as a parent as well.
Yeah.
I think to myself, bro. There's still time to F about here and there, but it's like in terms of like patterning up, that's the word. I mean, bro, I need to keep on patterning up and keep on pushing, basically.
With that, my thing is this. You need to shut the noise out, man.
I'm not gonna lie. Another thing I really need to work on. I've got very thick skin, and I'm still working on that. But I truly believe in that. That's one of the things I'm still kind of working on, like shutting the noise out.
We do that every day, bro. Let me show you something. Yeah, I'm a person, for example. A lot of the time, I'd pray into it as well. Yeah, so I'm at peace a lot. As soon as I leave my house, or yo.
Yeah.
Now, how you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, for example, yeah,
Right.
because that's how. As soon as you leave the house, you're in dunya.
Yeah.
Now, it's how you move and pattern, for example, that's going to pattern you.
Yeah.
So let's say, for example, me, I know when there's other influences on me. It's why I've always got this thing out. I just need to get home.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Like, as long as I could get home, I'm good. Do you get what I mean? So this is the main reason why I feel like you should just always concentrate on yourself. Like, people think I wouldn't say they think I'm weird, but a lot of the time, for example, I've got to the point where maybe God's directing me to be by myself.
Yeah.
Or concentrate on myself. Or just work on myself. Because especially when you've got love for people, for example, but they don't get it. And then after a while, you have a bit of unnecessary arguments. That's what I base it on. Because they're necessary, but they're unnecessary because it's not going to solve the situation. And I always look at arguments like there should be an argument, there's a problem, there's a solution, then you move forward. Why are we still in the argument 2 days later? That problem was still there. Oh, Dubs, you didn't work on yourself.
Yeah.
So now that I've worked on myself, for example, we don't even have to have this conversation. This conversation wasn't even going anywhere. Productive. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Like all of us have got haters in it. I like to believe that anyway. You need them.
I believe I do.
You need those
I don't wanna
motherfuckers.
believe it,
You need those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
What message? Like I believe all of us have. All of us got haters. What message? Like say again, hypothetically speaking. Say like
of course.
for your haters, yeah. What message do you have for them?
I'm only getting bigger, man.
Talk to them. Face the camera and talk to these haters.
Do you know what it is?
Real word, real
With
spit.
haters, I'm gonna be real.
Be real with
It's not enough.
these motherfuckers.
I'm only gonna get bigger. You're gonna feel it. You know what I mean? I don't have no bad energy towards anyone anyway. So I don't know what you're looking at or hating for example. Work on yourself. In fact, work on yourself. May God, I'll even pray to the big man upstairs to give you the energy to be able to work on yourself so you stop praying my thing.
You get me?
But I don't think I've got too much haters if I'm gonna be real. But I might need some though, okay?
You might need some.
Yeah, this can't be this easy, man. Come on, man.
So fam, obviously to not give too much away, like what are you working on? Like, are you working on a body of work? Are you working on some new music, or you're just literally like? Because I know you've always got music floating about in it. Like, obviously, when was the how long ago now did you how long has Day One been out for?
Day One, 2 months probably.
It's been out for 2 months, yeah. And what is your follow up to that? Like, what are you planning to drop next?
I've got a tune called Litty in the City.
Yeah.
I'm working on now.
Yeah.
That good tune. Tune's cold. But right now, if I'm gonna be real, 2021, I want to drop a project. I want to get back into the mixtape.
Obviously, don't give them too much, Don't give them too much. Yeah, don't give them too much.
I have to wait.
Yeah.
But yeah, like 2021, I want to give them a project.
Yeah.
I definitely want to give them a project. I want to get back to the mixtape circuit of doing things. I don't want to do anything by the industry, by the book. I don't know what that means. I just want to have my own bread to be able to do what I want. Do you get what I mean? Yeah.
Word,
I think I want to get back to being able to just drop CDs or projects.
You don't want to get back. You're going to get back to
no,
how
I'm going to be real.
was.
I've got the songs already. But that's what the structure. Obviously, COVID tried to ruin it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
So before this year finishes, you're gonna drop like any song. Like you're gonna drop anything before this year.
So I've got 2 songs at the moment that I want to shoot before the end of the year.
Are they by yourself or like
myself,
features?
No, I don't really want to go back down the feature route as much.
Why not? Why not?
I think
because I'm sure there's a lot of people that want to jump on songs with you and that.
No, if I don't force nothing now.
Yeah.
So I've got to a point now, for example, as long as I do my part,
Yeah.
everything else should fall into place.
Yeah.
So next year, I definitely want to do like a body of work, for example, and I want to get back to giving people a body of work. Like Money's the Motive, for example.
Yeah.
I had a couple of features on there, for example, but I had a lot.
We
of
need the
my
money,
own
the
songs.
motive too, boy. Money's the motive too, boy.
So-
What a fucking classic, man.
Now that one's a classic already, and I haven't
Boy,
even done it. You know?
I don't know, bro. You know when you was making in the process of making Money the Motive, yeah. I don't know what you was drinking. I don't know what cup of teas you were drinking back then. I don't know what good food you was eating, bro.
I was hungry.
Bro,
I was hungry.
you was hungry.
Yeah.
Was your belly rumbling when you was in the booth? You must have been fucking hungry.
You know what it was, yeah?
What a classic, man.
There was no... I didn't overthink it around that time.
Okay. Do you think that overthinking when you get in a booth sometimes fucks up your creativity sometimes? Overthinking
I
shit?
don't overthink the creative side of music, you know?
Yeah. Just in general for artists, as a creative, innit? Do you think sometimes overthinking just might fuck up your creative process?
Yeah.
Like
No,
say
bro,
when
let
you're
me
in
show
the
you
booth or when you're doing something.
The more you're in it,
Yeah.
it's a career now.
Yeah.
And if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, you end up overthinking it. So let's say, for example, me, I'm literally just supposed to be cooking up. I'm supposed to be in the booth cooking, going to the video shoot, for example, and going to the interviews.
Yeah.
A lot of the rest of the other stuff is not really my portion, for example, but sometimes I might have to dabble my head there. And then sometimes that might piss me off to make me not even be bothered.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? So I've got to a point where, because I even just registered the M Global thing, for example, I want to be able to drop like just projects and just keep on dropping and just feeding the fans.
Yeah.
That's all I want to do, feeding the fans on a consistent basis. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, fam. Do you feel like it's our responsibilities, like as you know, as people, not even as me, for me, talking about the game, innit? I don't want to say no names, but even with this, like people who have been in the game for a long time, who have experienced things, made money, like now obviously they don't live the life they live now. They've changed their lives, they've changed their family's life. They don't, fuck's sake, they don't even live in the ends anymore. But these same people, years and years later, they still make the same kind of music. Again, to not say too many names, they still make the same kind of music. And it's like for me, I look at that as like, it's basically false advertisement, innit? Because for me, the way I look at it, if you make music and you live in ends, basically, and and everybody says this, I'm making this to get out of my situation, right?